crashing.
By the way, I've got one more non-agency business idea for you
What
guys.
is it?
Non-services, but maybe it's slightly not that much services, more product. Mobile podcast and video studio.
Yeah, man, dude, it's such a pain in the butt.
Dude, huge pain in the ass. Buy like a few vans, kit them out with like a pretty fire setup. Just in the back of like a normal sized van. Doesn't even have to be an RV. For like 2 to 3 people could fit. Deck it out with like a few good DSLR cameras that can do the recording, like dual camera setup so that you have like a few mics hanging off the sides, and basically go and post it up in a couple of major cities, like one van in each major city. It has like dope backgrounds, cool lighting, like, you know, whatever, do the neon signs and shit in there, and rent it out for like $500 for 2 hours to do podcast recordings, or like, you know, a couple $100 to do like people going in and filming Instagram shorts, TikToks, shit like that. Like if you put one in LA and you put one in New York City, I bet you could kill it on a cash on cash return on one of those.
I just joined this gym called The Collective in Austin, and it's like this like fancy whatever, like, and everyone there looks like an Instagram model, and they have like co-working there as well. But they also have 3 studios for podcast and picture taking. Like they just really know their audience. And I went there and everyone looks like they're the type of person who is like, if you follow a shirtless rip guy on Instagram and they live in Austin, they're probably a member here. And
I mean, if you catch them on bad lighting, they don't even look that good. But like somehow in that lighting, you'd look unreal.
I think you're making fun of me. I don't know.
No, you would. Like, the lighting makes a huge difference with these like Instagram models, right? So like you just get good lighting on one of those things. I bet you could kill it. I do think these like mobile studio though, you could crush it.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm looking at these U-Haul box trucks. So how much do these cost to buy? So it looks like you could buy a used one of these for like 25 grand, right? So 25 grand, and let's say,
and you only have to put 5 down.
Yeah, you put 5 down. You're probably going to need to put another 5 into the kit, like to make the thing work. And you probably need a dude operating the thing. But maybe you could get rid of that. Probably not. You probably have to have an operator on site. So I think that's the tricky part, where you got to sell it as a membership. Basically, it's got to be a gym membership. So it's like you could use the studio. You could just book it when it's free. But you got to be like a monthly member if you're doing $500 a month or whatever, and you have a studio on demand.
That's a genius idea to do it as a membership, actually. Because, dude, the thing that made me think of this is like in New York now, there's these couple of studios where people are doing all like in-person podcasts. Like there's this like What the Fuck Media is one of them.
Yeah,
and, like,
I go to that.
Podstream. And they're solid. They're not great, but they're having to pay New York City rent to do this. And so I can't imagine the economics are that great. And if you got a truck and you just bought it, you could go post this thing up in a parking lot and every 2 hours just move to a different parking lot. And like, you never have to pay rent. You're paying the, like carrying cost of the truck, and you're paying the whatever 5 to 10 grand it takes you to actually get the truck out.
We're going to call it Moodio, the mobile studio. Moodio, the Moodio boys.
We might get a branding agency to work on the name, but
wait, let me ask you something about branding.
Our deafening silence as feedback on your name.
But Sahil, let me ask you a question. So Sean and I are trying to get popular on YouTube right now with this thing. And one thing that's kind of the elephant in the room when everyone talks to you, I mean, I know Sean talks about this constantly, is that you are just ridiculously good looking. Do you think that this shtick of yours of having good hair and being good looking, is that image working for you? And what aesthetic shtick should Sean and I have?
First off, calling it a shtick is pretty hilarious to me.
This shtick you have, this like, I'm so hot shtick.
Face thing.
Yeah, this whole
look.
Whatever you got in between your ears, like that shtick. Like, let's talk about it.
The platforms that are visual, it obviously helps to like when people are scrolling through things for like people to stop and say, oh, the person is like attractive, right? Like it just when you're scrolling through TikTok and you see attractive girls,
you're saying you're hot.
Yeah, it helps. No, so you agree? Was that a Mean Girls reference, Sam? Did you just drop a Mean Girls reference?
Dude, I'm a millennial through and through.
The fact that I knew that it was a Mean Girls reference is just as telling.
You are
actually.
a mean girl.
No, look, I mean, for you guys, you're both good looking dudes. I'm not going to sell you short. Sam, you've got like a little look with the like fake glasses. I don't think those have a prescription on them. So it's like a little bit of your look.
Why does everyone think these are fake?
They're definitely fake, dude. No. And then Sean, Sean's got the like, my favorite line that Sean ever had is, if you're not going to be good looking, be interesting looking. And I tell that to like everyone that I give advice to in life.
Sean's not interesting looking
I
right
used
now.
to be
He
when
looks
I
like
had the long
Sean is
hair.
interesting looking, man. Look at this beard. He's got the salt and
dude, he's
pepper
wearing a
beard
Duke
going.
hoodie. Like he looks like literally every single person who shops at like a generic grocery store in the suburbs.
What's wrong with
wrong
that,
with
man?
Safeway?
That's a
You
vibe a
better
little
not be
bit.
coming
Like
at
in the
Safeway
tech
right
world,
now.
that's a little bit of a vibe.
But that's not interesting.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think you guys can play up the whole like your shtick of these two guys that look completely different that are like somehow friends. Like you guys are like Cat Dog, man. You remember that show back in the day?
No,
Cat
you know
Dog?
what we're going for? We're going for like, why are these guys famous? That's what we need to do. If we just get over the hump,
So
people
accessible.
will be like, these guys, there's nothing special about them. But that's our thing, though. That there's nothing special about
I don't
us.
think you have to be that good looking on YouTube, by the way. Like you guys don't need to be like models on YouTube. If you like look at the people that have crushed it on YouTube, it's not like hot dudes and hot chicks on YouTube necessarily.
true.
Not that you guys aren't hot. I don't want you to come away. I don't want Sam to text me later being like, "Hey man, what you said that
Sam's
wasn't
super
nice."
sensitive about this stuff, actually.
Because I know I'm going to get that text later tonight from Sam.
But
no,
you're
I'm not
wrong.
saying that. But
Like,
I don't.
hot dudes do better on YouTube.
I don't think they do better. I don't think that's true. I mean, I'm not on YouTube yet. I'm going to get on YouTube here soon, and I'll let you know whether we think that's true. So you're saying you think you're hot?
Yeah, you got this real burden you're carrying, my friend. Well, like Alex Hormozi's got the thing where he wears like those stupid cutoff jeans now, and he's just like
Dude,
yoked.
that nose strip and like
The nose strip.
Nose strip is a
absurd
choice.
level of being muscular. That's a perfect example of you don't have to be great looking. You got to be interesting looking.
Yeah, dude, he's peacocking hardcore, and it's
It's kind of
working.
just a look. It's a look, man. And like each of you guys has a look. And if you can just stick to a consistent look, it's like Chris Sacca with his cowboy shirts. Like you need your thing.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I've been needing a uniform. I tweeted this out. I go, I'm looking for a uniform. I want to look the same every time I'm on this podcast. So I need something that from here up
like a robe.
is got to be, maybe a robe. It's got to be signature. And I'm in the market. So I'm taking suggestions. I'm going to put a bounty on this, actually. I'm going to give $1,000 bounty to anybody who can help me develop the chest up look. That's what I'm looking for.
I kind of want to see you do like traditional Indian attire for it. Like it could be kind of fire if you were wearing like a dope like kurta or like, some sort of like Indian, up top. I think that'd be kind of fire. Sean Puri, it could be part of your whole like angle with the name and stuff.
That's true. Okay, you're eligible for the bounty. Huh? Right now, you're in
$1,000
first
bounty.
place.
I might throw into it. I also might match it just because I think it's going to be funny to see whatever your
you
next
heard it here
signature
first.
thing is. So
$2,000, baby.
I'll throw in 1,000. I'll throw in 1,000 on top of it.
Sam's
You
about to
guys
have
are
internet
idiots.
issues before he's on the hook for 1,000.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't give it a peer
Sam's
pressure.
like, you're breaking
I
up.
don't give
You're
it a
breaking
peer
up.
pressure.
What did you guys say?
This is the stupidest thing ever. I'm not going to give someone $1,000 so they can tell Sean what T-shirt to wear. Like,
But you have a signature look already, so it's easier for you to say.
Yeah, what,
I mean,
my
you've got
muscles,
the,
you mean?
Kind of like, no, you've got like the little like the pretty boy thing going with the like
Like
non-prescription
the grandfather
glasses, the
who's
sweater.
like not a grandfather type of thing. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you are going to be like you're going to be a quintessential father. You're going to have a lot of stern talks with your child. I already know it's coming.
I don't know what to say to this.
Sahil,